He thinks to himself that sparring high-level NPCs isn't appealing, but the offer is too tempting to refuse. The city lord thanks him and offers a handicap. He'll cap their levels and skills. He tells Su-bai not to hold back and to strike as hard as he likes. Su-bai decides to warm up and requests that both opponents be set around level 30. Orlando blinks in surprise and asks if Su-bai really intends to fight two people at once. He points out that Su-bai has just returned to full-time play and likely doesn't have many skills yet. Black Ryan agrees that level 30 will cover the basics. Su-bai tells them to stop arguing and fight now. He has other business to do. The two high-ranking fighters exchange a look, then quickly switch to a respectful tone, asking the brave to teach them. They remind each other that when the Lord and the Captain once worked together, they felled a level 200 elite boss, a scene rarely seen in a century. Now it's almost time. Black Ryan calls on the brave, and the training ground fills with a tense hush. He channels his aura and lunges with a heavy slash and a charging blow. Su-bai dodges with a blink and moves straight behind the Lord, noting that the timing was good. Orlando responds by spamming primary stone spike, trying to pin Su-bai down. Su-bai warns him not to flash and sidesteps every spike in a blur. The onlookers go silent, then erupt in whispered astonishment. They marvel at how fast the brave moves and how terrifying his power is. The Lord and the magician regroup and plan a combo attack. The training ground shudders as Orlando forms an elementary quagmire, anchoring the field, and Black Ryan winds up for a second stage slash, far more powerful than the first. Su-bai dodges again in a matrix-like weave and tells them bluntly that their strikes are too direct. He tells them to use their heads. The Lord isn't pleased by Su-bai's remark and tells him to come again. Without hesitation, he lunges forward, stabbing continuously in a blur of motion. Su-bai dodges every strike with ease and, in one swift counter, snaps the Lord's sword clean in half. But the Lord isn't done. He warns that there's no place left to hide and unleashes a chained attack, a three-stage slash so fast it leaves fiery arcs in the air. When he glances at the magician, he realizes the man has already been taken hostage. The spectators gasp, shouting that it's unbelievable. In less than half a minute, the captain has fallen. They cheer, saying the brave hero truly lives up to his title. The magician calls out, urging his lord to move, but Black Ryan hesitates. He wonders if this is really the kind of strength a level 10 adventurer should have. The doubt gnaws at him. What kind of power is hidden inside this man? Determined to find out, he steadies his stance again. He refuses to admit defeat, especially to someone so low-level. The thought alone feels humiliating. With renewed fury, he charges, unleashing a four-stage slash wrapped in blazing fire. The energy surges towards Su-bai like a burning storm, but before it can land, Su-bai vanishes from sight. In the blink of an eye, he's behind the Lord, his blade glowing as he performs a sword chi flash. The impact sends the Lord sprawling, unable to stand. When the dust settles, even Black Ryan has to admit defeat. Su-bai points his sword toward him and tells him he's still far from reaching his level. Then, as calmly as ever, he opens his interface and checks the notifications. The quest warrior's guidance is complete and the rewards have been received. Of course, rewards are the best part, and Su-bai doesn't waste a second checking them. Meanwhile, the Lord lowers his head, humbled. He admits that when he was young, he'd heard the stories of a hero unmatched among his peers, but he'd never believed them. Now he realizes how narrow his vision truly was. The magician agrees, saying that even if they were both reduced to level 50, the brave hero would still overpower them. That brief exchange of blows was enough to convince them completely. Su-bai tells them that their control over their skills is impressive, and that he'll come to spar again when he has the time. He mentions he has a mission to finish and turns to leave. The Lord only nods and tells him he's always welcome at the mansion. Su-bai waves a hand dismissively, telling them not to bother seeing him off. He promises to drop by again next time, and just like that, he walks out, leaving the stunned guards and the silent training ground behind him. As soon as the match ends, Su-bai rushes past the crowd without a word. He has no intention of chatting with anyone or soaking in their admiration. He just wants to move forward. Behind him, the Lord watches in silence before finally speaking. He tells the magician that Su-bai truly lives up to the prophecy, the one destined to lead them toward the dawn. The magician, still puzzled, asks what that dawn after darkness really means. The Lord simply replies that time will reveal the answer and tells him to wait and see. Outside, the city of Rim stretches vast and busy. Its streets divide into two main circles, the inner district for nobles and the outer ring packed with adventurers. Most players here travel using teleport points scattered across the city. Subai moves through the crowd with purpose, thinking that it's far safer and more efficient to focus on learning new skills before taking on quests. He opens his skill panel. His remaining skill points, 50. The screen lists his options in glowing text. C-level basic swordsmanship upgrade requires 20 skill points. C-level uppercut, 20 points. C-level continuous stab, 20 points. D-level primary stone wall, 10 points. D-level primary stone spikes, 10 points. He pauses for a moment, analyzing the synergy between his abilities. Upward jump can combine with continuous stab to create an infinite combo chain, exactly the kind of brutal efficiency he's after. New notifications appear. C-level stabbing and D-level stone thorn are now available. Subai decides to learn stone thorn as well. He reasons that, paired with his endless firepower ability, it can be cast infinitely, making monster clearing ridiculously fast. Moments later, a cascade of system messages fills the screen. Congratulations on learning C-level pick. Congratulations on learning C-level continuous stab. Congratulations on learning D-level stone thorn. Subai grins as he reviews his updated stats. Character name, Subai. Level 10. Occupation, Demon King Hero X. Strength, 500. Agility, 500. Constitution, 500. Spirit, 800. Health, 5,000. Calculated as Constitution times 10. Magic value, infinite. Demon King passive. Physical attack, 2,000. Brave bonus, plus 100. Magic attack, 3,200. Demon King bonus, plus 100. Professional traits, all weapon mastery. Brave. Can learn any non-magical skill. Proficiency instantly maxed. Endless firepower. Demon King. Can learn all non-physical skills. Cooldowns are removed entirely. Skills. C-level uppercut. Level 20. Maxed. Launches enemies into the air. 10-second float duration. C-level continuous stab. Level 20. Maxed. Executes 10 rapid strikes within 3 seconds. C-level stone stab. Level 1, conjures 3 piercing stone spikes. Subai studies the numbers and smirks to himself. These stats may look ridiculous for a level 10 player, but that's exactly what he is, the hero with the power of a demon king. Apart from his skills, Subai's equipment list shows 3 powerful items: the Clock of All Things, Supreme Artifact, Fire Dragon Fist +1, perfect level, and Chain Purple Gold Armor +1, perfect level. As he examines them, he quietly remarks to himself that having a high-thinking attribute truly makes a difference. Every skill level seems to increase by 10, and all martial arts proficiencies are instantly maxed out. He feels a rush of satisfaction as he thinks that, with this combination, even the land of the dead would pose no problem. Confident, he decides to head there next. When he arrives at the teleportation gate, the guards on duty ask where he intends to go. Subai thinks for a moment and recalls that most of Orlando's missions take place in the land of the dead. He tells the guards his destination. One of them informs him that the teleportation will cost 80 copper coins and warns that the return trip will cost double. Subai frowns slightly and thinks about how expensive traveling is. If he keeps teleporting like this, he might just go blind from all the costs. Moments later, a flash of light engulfs him, and he finds himself standing in the land of the dead souls. The place is dark and eerie, with an icy wind cutting through the desolate air. He mutters to himself that it feels far more realistic than any game he's ever played. Looking at the single weapon he kept after selling all his other gear, Subai thinks that he'll just have to make do with it for now. The chill of the place seeps into his bones, and for the first time he realizes how cold this world can be. He regrets not bringing more layers, but tells himself it'll be fine, as long as the cold doesn't turn fatal.
Thanks for watching. I'm going to see you next video.